Back at it. Today's date, May 26, 2023. The day is Friday, and it is now 10:11 a.m. My American birth name, Dorothy Latanya Weatherford, spelled Dorothy excuse me, spelled DorothyLather. I have to do this. Ooh, I have to do this over. How did I spell that different? Then maybe I spell I don't know if that part was clipped off or not. Or should I say cut off? Um, I'm gonna start this beginning over. Today is Friday. It's 10:12 a.m. May the 26th, 2023. My American birth name, Dorothy Latanya Weatherford, spelled DorothyLA hyphen TanyWeatherford. First and last name, Dorothy Weatherford, spelled the same, just without my middle name. My new name, when it comes to my Indian heritage, Ayana Savagen. Today, I am presenting a presentation when it comes to Dorothy Level Up Creations, Indian Christian Law of Justice, and then I will start reading off, or should I say, reading the laws that's uh, concludes and follows this presentation. To whom it may concern, do you believe that laws should be changed every 4 to 8 years after election? Myself, Dorothy, asked this because personally I never voted. My reasons: myself, trust God. Second, I strongly believe that laws should not be changed every 4 to 8 years. Laws was not made to be broken. Changing laws every 4 to 8 years means that all the laws that was built during their term for men, women, children, families, even communities was broken once the term is over. To elect somebody else with different views, just to start building new, even different laws all over again every 4 to 8 years. That is why there are so many misunderstood people in the city of Philadelphia around the United States of America. People do not know the laws because they continue to change with the person space. When elected, us as citizens are told to follow the laws, not to break them. We cannot follow laws that are being broken by the ones that's building them, even making them. Myself, Dorothy, is from a true Christian, truthful family plus religion when it comes to my Indian God Christian belief that represent my Indian God Christian religion and my Indian God's family. God's laws never should have changed. They should have always stayed the same. They was always God's laws since I can remember in the city of Philadelphia, and even within the United States of America. It is time for us to start building God's laws back that was broken by the ones that are making them. even accepting my God's laws to change. God's laws always consist of and were always for families. No same-sex sexual relationships or marriages. Those kind of marriages are for sin. No adultery, telling the truth, strengthening each other, respecting women, men, children, families, staying clean, prayers, respecting self body, respecting people, privacies, each other, privacies, respecting women, men, children, personal information, properties, land, houses, home, businesses, neighborhoods, community, churches, women, men, children, families with real love. The real love they have for each other. God is for real love. Honor thy mother and thy father. Let me say that myself personally do not follow the Bible of any kind due to the lies being told and the beliefs being changed within the Bible that they quote unquote calls God's word. I'm comfortable and truthfully, respectfully respect my own words, my own experience, and my own truth. So those are the laws that I'm building um, around all of that that I just mentioned. Myself says never to pervert, meaning change self, God's religion, just to learn, grow, accept wisdom. Shifting from words of wisdom, experience, knowing right from wrong, not knowing, not showing disrespect towards any woman, men, children, families, no sinning, no committing any crimes, no stealing, no lies, no hate, no abuse of any kind towards nobody. Nobody should be controlling anybody's income, benefits, money, even stealing money, God's money, made in the United States of America, located within the United States of America, where God currency can only be spent. That us, as citizens, always had and used to take care of our families personally. It was always God's, even belonged to God's Christian true religion. And God, we trust money, always been God's money. We have to start building God's laws for all women, men, children, families with the respect and love deserved. Giving women, men, children, families the right protection. Respecting man with woman's relationship that is built for a clean, truthful, respectful, loving marriage with no same sex sexual relationships until after a marriage has taken place, but with the right intentions, not to be used or abused or put in harm's way by anybody, strengthening women, men, children, families, raising them the right way with respect, true, real love, respecting our own foundation, government, houses, neighborhoods, community, businesses, churches, with all of my laws to remove all crime. Those actions and people are for sinning when it comes to the city of Philadelphia and within the United States of America. They need to be removed forever. Thank you all. Thanks to my words, chosen my laws to vote for myself to win you all again. I have to say personally that certain heritages wrong just to hate and disrespect my way personally. And it strengthened me to be able to understand what I really believe and what I trust when it comes to my own words and the things that I choose to do with my life personally. And just bringing that hate and putting curse around myself and my family to basically take from us instead of strengthening themselves with the laws that was already built for us. I personally had to release them with their curse from myself, my laws, and my family, as well as my heritage, um, and just remove them forever. Um, I'm going to start my just reading some of the laws that I have already written. This isn't all of the laws that I've written, but this is just to give you personally an idea of what these laws are about and um, basically how to live by these laws. You do have a choice, so you're not being made to do these things. Um, I do believe the children that I personally birthed gradually from just my body and my self being their mother have to live by these laws. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is to protect myself and them as well. So anything or anybody else, I really, can't force anything on. But I recommend that you just live by these laws and accept these laws. Um, just due to the protection they can protect you with your family at all times. If not, the choice is yours to make. And if you're not living the right way with the right laws, then that obviously means you live in the wrong way due to the wrong laws. And anything when it has to do anything that has to do with that, I have nothing to do with, and I'm not in it, and my children aren't in it either. One thing I do is respect myself and every word that I've written, as well as every child that I birth, to do as I always done for them, and that is to protect them with everything that I have to protect them with, starting with my hands, that always protected them from day one. And um, due to the enemy and their schemes and their scams to come and put a curse on my name from the and even use birth certificates of mine and my children to misuse and put curse on our belief and our names. I really believe strongly that these laws is very important for them as well, and all means necessary. And I am going to take my whether they agree with it or not. I still have I'm in this cough that came back, so I wasn't able to do this any different. Um, I'm going to use the original words that I've written. I did start writing it over to clear, to clean basically up some words that I wrote, read it more faster, quicker, and to get it done better so it could be more clean while reading them and speaking them. And for some reason, I don't want to have to take the time out to put certain things in order. I mean, to put certain things, organize it. Thought I had it organized. I must have. He did it a different way somehow. So I believe these should be the original ones anyway. I've been through the cover and the trash, so it's basically just pages of the original um, words to my laws that I read. And if anybody was on Facebook at any time, I did post a picture of my book on there. I have my laws written, but it also had prayers and a lot of other stuff, recipes written in here. So I had to actually write it in the write it in a uh, separately, so I could get it in the right category to myself. And the book is all actually dark red. And I ended up throwing that cover in the trash, and then I posted actually opened the book before I threw the cover in the trash. So this is the first page that I started writing when it came to those laws. I choose not to be on Facebook no more. Um, I do have a lot of stuff on there that I'm trying to take off of there. So I'm for the real world, basically, for the reality, um, real life, way of, real way of living life. I do have stuff that I'm starting when it comes to my own business. I haven't yet had got the right in the right area for that, but I am still struggling and building that structure. Um, okay, I'm gonna start with the first one actually. Um, okay, in my own words, I'm going to speak up here about what I know about him, meaning the God that strengthened me to be the woman that I am today, and the one that basically that I know myself to do what I'm doing today. In my own words, I'm going to speak of him, what I know about him, and the love that he gave me and planted in myself and others. They don't represent any other religion other than his own. Now, there are people in jails and out here that are using God's name and disrespecting his religion and even trying to change my God's Christian Indian religion, meaning they are not real, they are fake, they are lies. There are guys in my head. That's my daughter, Kiara. Look, Smith. They represent nothing but disrespect. Then you have those who doesn't believe in anyone due to the lies that's being told by God's hate. They don't know who to trust, what is the truth, what is false, who to pray to, how to pray, and even what to say when they pray. The hate even started changing the words in the Holy Bible, representing God's name the wrong way. So as the Christians can live our lives the wrong way, not just for us, but for our families as well, trying to hurt and even pervert us and our families and change my Christian religion. God said we should never convert. That means never change. Some started converting and changing their names, while their own hate was disrespecting them and their families and telling lies and putting lies on their names, abusing them and their families, trying to put them to shame. Their lies, hate, and love game that they are using to hurt people and their families. When it comes to men, women, and children, it's time to change. Let me explain. First and foremost, let me thank God that He never changed. He gave me the clean truth, strength, respect, a clean heart, and the love to stay the same. The real love to stay the same. The hate even tried to hurt families just so that we could change. They will use people to get in relationships with our family members, even their family members, to get close to us and our families, even to have friends with shit with, to gain our trust, our love, our personal information, our property, our innocence, our money, our names, even our religion, to hurt us and to try to take all of these things from us. And in certain situations, at certain with certain families, at certain times, these things were done to certain people. They would have children with these certain people, we not knowing that we were sleeping with our own hate and our family hate, even God's hate. That is our hate. To be lying down beside us, even marrying some, it bothered me personally because we were all putting ourselves and families in harm's way. They were trying to make us separate from the ones that really loved us. Even when it comes to our own family, they have families changing and going against families. They are abusing some in their families. They are lying on some in their families. They are threatening some in their families. They are killing some in their families. They are disrespecting some of their families. They are sexually molesting and raping some of their families. They are stealing from some of their families. They are hating on some of their families and even violating our privacy in every way. Never ever accept anyone in you or your family's ears, eyes, and face the wrong way. Even your body. God's hate disrespecting people and their families and violating us in every way. I am going to make sure all of these things change today. I ask that we just trust God and to continue to pray. And He will make a way. The strength that God gave me will make the enemies and the rats and the hate stay away. Just keeping the plain truth, respect, strength, and the love will make the hate and the snakes and the enemies pay. They should have never come to this city and state, the city of Philadelphia, United States of America, to, with the intentions to do nothing but disrespect and hate. It's time that I set the record straight. They're forcing people in certain situations to open up a gate, bringing different types of people to the city of Philadelphia in the United States. They came from different heritages. They never lived in this city and state, showing nothing but disrespect and hate, being in people's ears and eyes and face and body the wrong way, coming to win something they never deserved and families that they never will have or own. How do anyone think they can change anyone's culture, the way we live, the things we as people eat, the things that we do just as people with our families, even with some friends, the way we treat our families and friends, the way we pray, the way we love, the way we cook, the way we were raised when it comes to our families' belief. That is our religion. Even when it, even if we wasn't raised with the holy one book, the Holy Bible, I was always taught to be truthful, to stay strong, to strengthen, to stay strengthen others, and to pray, to stay clean, to clean house, even just being thankful for everyone and everything that we have, knowing that God made all of these things possible, and just having your true blood family raise you with all of this clean truth, strength, respect, love, and wisdom when it comes to them wanting us to be truthful and us to just put it all in God's hands and let Him work it out. Any problem, any situation, any demon, any devil, any hate, no drug lords, anything, any enemies, any snakes and liars and lies, anyone who was not for my true, real family that raised me and our belief that is for my God's Christian religion. and my God's Christian religion do not consist of drug lords. Let me explain my meaning of snakes. Someone, whether they are or inhuman as a person or abnormal as an animal. This person of animal and also is a reptile. They are sneaky, sneakish, untrustworthy, cannot close your eyes around them, plotters, haters, demon devils that have that hate on others. People, heritages, families, beliefs, and our religion, even our complexion, without letting it be known. Our city and state to try to take over and everything that we own. Even our families, due to the hate they have for us and others, greed, money, trying to make people think they are for God and us, was sent by God. People not knowing that they are God's hate. And some people, ears, eyes, face, and body the wrong way, forcing them in disrespectful situations, trying to change their Christian, plain religion, even to a lie that they say is a religion that is called moot means. They're even speaking in other languages, even at something me and my family was never taught while growing up, trying to change even my plain Christian religion. This was their scheme. They wanted families so that we can, they wanted families so they can use them for their heritage and marriage to keep them over here in the city of Philadelphia in the United States of America. To get in relationships and marriages with, to have children with us women and men, women or men. And so we will have to accept them when it comes to being family to the children. We thinking we are with someone that really cares and or loves us for us and not for who we are, what we could do for them, any status we may have, how we live, what we have, what we eat because of our children and families, our heritage, our money, the wrong marriage that is a marriage that is a lie, a marriage that we did not approve of, never knew of, had never wanted, and a marriage that is not legal. Marriages that are fake, these things will never be accepted in anyone's life when it comes to this city and state within this country. The city of Philadelphia, United States of America, never again. Their intentions was never right for anyone, so no one they will ever have. This is my picture. I am going to ask that when it comes to the God that honor myself, to remove all books when it comes to religion. The way that I was raised by my true blood family when it comes to my own Christian belief. that always stand for my God, of clean truth, strength, love, and respect, even common sense. The things that we as people at a certain age, or should I say men and women at a certain age, knows the things that are wrong. And we also know the things that are right. That we know that something is the wrong thing to do, we must not do it. That we know that something is the right thing to do, then we must do it. These are the things that we as mothers and fathers need to do to build our own clean and strong, respectful, loving foundation for our own houses, homes, churches, businesses, and each other and our families to strengthen our own clean, truthful, respectful, loving, strengthen foundation. Each other, our children, our family, with the clean truth, respect, and love that every woman and man and child and or children deserves when it comes to their own family and other families, just by showing all of that respect to each other and others. The love is naturally being felt with self, each other, and others, strengthening all of these relationships with the clean truth, strength, and respect, and love that we all deserve, that God has given us due to the respect He has for us, and who that do not believe and trust God with my Indian laws of justice will be asked to leave without cause of sin. God united my respect, and our respect is for the laws of justice, the Indian laws of justice. Don't no one use people and their families for their own causes, no matter what their causes are or what it is for. Me and my family, personally, is no one cause. They should have never used me and my family to fight for a cause that is their cause. No matter what their causes are, it was their cause. It better be their situation and their fight, fighting for their own life and their own cause. My family will never be anyone's cause. Then you have those that came here to the city of Philadelphia in the United States with disrespectful, dirty body fluids and diseases and illnesses to intentionally harm myself and others due to their hate and causes, even disrespect. Then you have those that's putting lies on people's names, families, background, heritages, statuses, property, children, situation, records, birth records, even changing their names, misspelling their names, intentionally falsifying information, stealing people's personal information and account numbers, and violating people and families' privacy after taking their ears, eyes, face, and even being in their bodies in every way, even when it comes to their thumbprints, fingerprints, footprints. Never will God accept these disrespectful situations again. We as people are who we were born to be. Never can anyone be you, and never can anyone be myself. When I was lied on by God in my hands and captured by our enemies, they lied and played tricks on my name, my family name, and our properties. They lied to my family and friends. They not only hurt me, but they hurt our relationship when it came to myself with my family and friends. These relationships and friendships was the most important relationships and friendships we had. To myself personally, they were and are my true, real blood family and my friends that I grew to love as family. I never had anything other than real true love and respect for them and would do anything that I could for them And even if they didn't ask, I thought I could help them, I would offer. Just knowing the person I am gave myself the love and respect for others. If I personally needed something, I wouldn't ever ask anyone for it because when I needed anything, no matter who I went to, at that time, they never had it or I had. They never had it to give to me, to myself, or I had to owe them for anything that they done for myself. First thing, and the only ones that had it or gave it to me was my family person that raised me. Even though I didn't ask often, they never turned their backs on me. I just always felt as though my mother took care of myself and my brothers and sisters by herself all of her life. And not only did she do it all by herself, she did it with the help of other women and men when it came to our families. She did her best, and we all have our own families now to take care of. And I did and do the best that I can with what I had and what I had to make it work for myself and my family. And these are the things that I continue to do today for myself and my family without asking anyone for anything. A lot of that also had to do with me not wanting anyone to make myself feel like because you done something for myself and my children, I really didn't want them to bring that up and throw it basically up in my face at any time. What they done for myself and them, even making me feel like that offer and or even something that I borrowed from them will make me feel like I owe them for the things that they done for myself and my family. I personally don't like to owe anyone anything and anything that I personally does for anyone. I do it basically because I want to do it. Unless it is something that is owed to myself and my family. These things and anything I do it due to the love that I have for myself, family, and God and others. Just meaning you don't know people and family situation, you don't know what people been through and or are going through when it comes to men and women and children. Just show respect and love and being truthful to each other will make a big difference in someone's or everyone's situation. We all deserve that much plus much more. It starts with your own clean, truthful, strong, strengthened, respectful, loving foundation first and of itself. Now, we have the ones that don't believe and trust, and that the ones that don't trust God, but believe they can spend and make God's money. It is time that I help them understand who they are representing when they put God's money in their hands. The only one God that ever exists when it comes to any religion, God Himself. He is the God of clean truth, strength, and respect and love. And when it comes to the city of Philadelphia in the United States of America, any money that haven't got trust on it, it's God's money. And anything that have His name on it is His. And that is His name, Prince. And if you do not trust God, then you will no longer be able to God, spend God's money, make God's money, or receive God's money that He also represents, that has His name on it when it comes to anything else. If you choose to do any of these things when it comes to God's money, to receive God's money, spend God's money, make God's money, and even giving anyone's God's money, You better be ready to respect guys. Be truthful, stay clean, even when it comes to your person, meaning self, show love to each other, and pray to the one guy, only the one guy, the only guy, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And you have to accept my Indian Christian laws of justice. And those that do not trust God and do not believe will be told, will be asked to leave without fault in the same for free. God united my respect is for my Indian Christian laws of justice. Then you have those that's playing these disrespectful games, hurting families and hurting names. I am going to ask God to change for us all to walk on God and God's to walk on God's hate and our hate. For them hurting families and playing these hateful games, even letting them walk on themselves and their families, even their lies and hate and love and gave and cause them when us with us staying the same. Meaning we would never change. Either the food we like to eat and choose to eat will always stay the same. Don't no one determine what anyone eats. That is something that we as men and women and children was always given when it came to a choice. And had and because of their hateful food game that they wanted to hurt people, when it comes to men, women, and children and families, I ask God to also change. When it comes to their dirty, disrespectful, hateful food games, to keep all food for us clean, truthful, real, respectful, pure, and for our food to never change. And anything that God hates and our hate eats will hurt them and their families and their the ones that they are for, and their dirty, disrespectful, hateful food game. Keeping the clean truth, respect for God, ourselves, and family, culture, our names, our beliefs, our religion, removing all lies and liars, disrespectful heritages, disrespectful people, invaders, hate, disrespectful religions, disrespectful relationships that is not godly is prohibited and is against all God's Christian Indian laws of justice. No longer will there be any same sex sexual relationships. And if you are not married, marriage will be the start of any and every relationship for all clean, strengthened families with foundations that is needed for any houses, homes, and anywhere you see fit to build your own clean foundation with you and your family. Those that are married with the clean truth and the strength and the respect and love due to the God of truth and my Indian Christian laws of justice will remain the same. And the ones that marry with anything other than their or their intentions was for anything other than God's clean truth and the Christian Indian laws of justice will have to separate due to their own disrespect. God united my respect. My respect is for God is for my Indian Christian laws of justice. Then you have those who represent gangs. There will no longer be any more gang war. God is out here to stay. They are using colors, styles, even the names of clothing we wear to say that we are representing someone and or something other than our own likes, looks, styles, thoughts, and wants. Them not wanting people to think this is who they are or that this is who we are and always been and the things that we always did wear and done as women, men, and children. Then you have some that God's hate is using to do these things in these ways, telling them what to do, what to say it, how to look, what to wear, even when it comes to the hairstyles and haircuts that we as women, men, and even children wear, us not knowing that we were representing no one other than our own hates. Not only hurting them, but hurting their families, friends, their character, their womanhood, their manhood, their childhood, not showing them the truth, the clean truth, strength and love and respect that they deserve as women, men, and children and families. Trying to control all when it comes to women, men, children, and families. To hurt and lie and disrespect, using them and forcing them in disrespectful situations, trying to sell women, men, and children and families, molesting them, raping them, using them to sell drugs and using drugs and alcohol to put them in harm's way, to drug them up and violate their privacy in every way. God and all don't want us to be focused. They don't want us to know what's going on, and they are trying to do to us and our families harm. I am here to put a stop to all these things today in every situation with the clean truth, love, respect, even when it comes to marijuana. The ones that it represents. Marijuana is for the ones that came from Jamaica with different causes and heritages, with the wrong intentions for the city and state, with the country, and are not from here. Never will they ever have a right to change anyone's laws, culture, family, neighborhoods, foods, foundation when it comes to houses, homes, businesses, groundskeeping, welcomes, women, men, and children, our way of living, our children believe, our children, our belief, our religion, our churches, our benefits, even medicine. I ask God to remove all this hate and clean up human trafficking, liars, lies, bars, drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, them being in some people's ears, eyes, face, and body in the wrong way. The dirt and hates and diseases, body fluids, dirty thoughts, and marijuana from all laws, men, women, and children, things and grounds that we walk on and grass that grows. Their disrespect and their person and any rooted African and all practice, they all practice voodoo and hate and been violating my privacy, houses, homes, personal birth eggs, organs, children, families, information, my thoughts, my feelings, my money, my names, and trying to have control over myself and my family. As the city of Philadelphia, United States of America, never will I accept these. Never will myself accept these. Any of them and their disrespect and hate again. Never will they have myself and my family in this city, state, and country, and my heritage for their way. I ask that my Christian Indian guides remove all of them and send them back where they came from with all of their hate, dirtiness, disrespect, to keep all women and men and children and families clean and truthful and safe and respected and away from God and our hates, and keep all harm and hate away forever. Then you have those that stealing and came to steal men, women, children, families, religion, property, businesses, benefits, personal information, money, foods, innocence, backgrounds, heritages, life, benefits. Beliefs, traditions, education, names, and marriages and jobs. If these things and people, when it comes to the men and women, were never yours, and if these things and men and women and children were never given to you, you never owned them. They never bought you never bought them when it came to legally due to the right laws. You forced them to be with you. You You lied to get them, and any lies was told at any time to have them, then you cannot have them and or us. They have to be returned to the ones that deserves them, that owns them, and that they belong to, and the ones they was for when it comes to their own family that loves them. Due to my Christian Indian laws of justice, in God's name, anyone that refuses to give or return anyone or anything with the respect that's deserved due to my Indian Christian laws of justice, that with God's name, they will be forced to leave without causing a sin. God united my respect. My respect is for my Indian gods with my Indian Christian laws of justice. Then you have the liars and lies that's being told by God's hate personally, and the ones that is representing God and the hate. They are telling lies on my Christian belief about my clean Christian religion, who and what God represents, God's background, God's heritage, God's image, what God's clean Christian religion represent, God Christian belief, God hearts, and that's making it easy for the ones that never been for God or never was for God and us to gain more control of us and to try to gain more control of us and to try to convince us that there was never a God and that God don't exist, just to continue to let just to continue to lie on us and others, and even putting lies in churches. And in some cases, the liars themselves is the ones that's in some churches telling those lies. They are trying to convince us truthful people that's in truthful churches that the things and ones that they are speaking of and the books that they have gotten their information from came from God Himself, who is the only God, the God of plain truth Himself, and that they are only representing Him. In reality, they are representing God's hate and making it all up with the books that they claim to represent God. I'm going to end this line to clean up some more stuff, but sometimes, you know, us as women and children are forced to live around that.